guys, Sherry here. I hope everybody's doing amazingly well today. So I just wanted to give a little success and then a little dip and then success again. So to start off, this is about my dad, and this happened about in 2020 when COVID was going on and we had the lockdowns. My family and I stayed with them for a little while, and I finally convinced him to go on keto. He had about 40 pounds to lose, and he was struggling. He had a lot of pain, a lot of aches, he's on a lot of different medications for cholesterol and heart and everything else, and he could barely walk, more than 20 feet without having to stop and rest because he would get this really bad pain in his butt. So I convinced him to go on keto. I did all the cooking, which made it a lot easier for him, but he was a trooper. He really went into it and stuck to his guns, and he ended up losing 40 pounds and was feeling great. A lot of his aches and pains either completely diminished or they significantly were reduced in the amount of pain. The pains were reduced in the amount of agony that he was feeling. So long story short, then we actually moved to Florida, and they stayed back in California, and eventually he slipped back into, after over a year, he slipped back into his old habits. And guess what happened? He gained the weight, because if you do the same old things, you're going to have the same old results. And guess what else happened? The medications went back up. He had to go back. I didn't mention before, he's on a CPAP machine for breathing at night and for sleep apnea. He was off of that when he had lost the weight. He had to go back on using that when he regained the weight. All those aches and pains, he couldn't walk anymore very far. He ended up getting back surgery, so that wasn't really helpful in his motivation to kind of stay and go back and keep ketoing on. So guess what? He ended up gaining back about 35 pounds, and he's not happy about it at all. Then the next step is he decided, okay, you know what, I'm really going to do this. He went back on keto. He's been on for about 3 weeks to a month. He's lost 10 pounds because you do lose a lot in the very beginning, a lot of water weight, and then also now his clothes are starting to fit looser. And he's feeling a lot better. His aches and pains are starting to go down a little bit. He has more energy. He sounds a lot better, and it's great. I mean, when I talk to him on FaceTime, his skin looks better. He doesn't look puffy. I'm really proud of him, and he's going back to his keto habits, and it's really, really helping. So the moral of the story is, when you make a decision to do something, it's not easy to do. It's not easy to stick to when it comes to something that you have to put forth effort in and to continue doing. But to get out of those old habits, I mean, when you have old habits and you've been doing them for years and years and years, it's hard. It's hard to change those habits. It's hard for anybody. But if you really, really want to and you really work at it, you put that effort in, you can do it. You really can. It just takes a lot of effort. It takes time. It takes energy, and it's worth it. It's 100% worth it, because continuing down the path where you're unhealthy and you're overweight and all these issues are going on, that's a lot of work too. And that is miserable. It does not feel good. It's not fun. So do yourself a favor and treat yourself and make it worth it. You are worth it. All right, so I hope you have a great day. I'm super proud of my dad for getting back on the horse and going for it, and he's doing awesome. So have a good one.